Friends, welcome back to Vampyr. Is this a break-in? I don't remember this at all. Is this a shortcut? Oh,
I probably did.
there we go.
Is that recently?
Yes, I remember that at all. Because anyways, this.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Scowls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it.
I'll do it for you. I really want to sleep and, like, get a bunch of stuff. But I want to make sure everybody's okay before I sleep because, like, every night things changes. Yeah. Wait, aren't you the crazy
Good evening,
woman?
Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need blood, Doctor. Warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your...
Oh, she's healthy.
I'll leave you.
Hey, was there one guy?
The leader.
Yeah. Headache. Who are you?
You were supposed to be safe. Oh, what a fuck.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reid of the Pembroke Hospital. May I be of assistance?
Dr. Reid. So it's you who saved my friend Oswald. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
And you are?
Newton Blight. Oswald and I recently returned from the war.
The wall? Oh.
Wait, who's?
He's the guy we saved. That was like by the werewolves. Remember the sewers? That was trapped?
Why do you stay here now that Mr. Thatcher's back?
It's complicated. Since the war, Oswald's been really nervous with the idea of entering any hospital. And me, I've got my own issues.
Can you speak about them?
Rats, sir. Even seeing one, they turn me. Just want to run. It's that fear that stopped me from going after Oswald when he left.
He's easier skilled.
What can you tell me about the war, Mr. Blight? If you want to speak about it, of course.
War was... well, you know, sir. The stench of death everywhere. Your mates lying bleeding in the mud. Just praying to make it through and get home. Bloody nightmare.
I fought in France, too. I served as a field surgeon, but it was not uncommon to repel an assault, especially at night.
Yeah. The first time I was wounded, I had to protect the infirmary from hostiles. Twice.
Did you know Oswald Thatcher before the war?
No. We met in the battlefield. I think we were in the same boat to France. We've stuck together ever since.
You are always welcome at the Pembroke Hospital. As a former officer, I'll be honored to welcome a fellow veteran.
I'm not giving up on bringing Oswald back to the hospital. I just need to convince him that he needs some help.
Perhaps he needs to reach that decision by himself.
Could you speak to him? He doesn't usually listen to doctors, but perhaps because you've been through it, you can talk him round.
This guy... oh, he's healthy.
Here Oswald's right there.
Yeah, okay.
What caused your phobia of rats, Newton?
It happened last year following an
I
artillery
don't get used to
attack.
that.
I was trapped for 2 days in a hole under 2 dead soldiers. And there were rats.
Go on.
They started eating me as soon as I dozed. Gnawing at my ears, my fingers, lips. Couldn't move. Couldn't call for help.
I see.
No, you don't. You have no idea what it is to wake up buried under bodies. Fucking vermin eating your flesh. Oswald. He found me and saved me.
Goodbye, Mr. Blight. Take care of yourself.
Hey, let's talk to Oswald.
Hello again, Mr. Thatcher. Do you feel any better now?
Yes, this neighborhood may stink of dog shit and reek of piss, but to me it smells like the purest mountain air.
Do you want to talk about why you have this fear of being enclosed, Mr. Thatcher?
No, I really don't.
An irrational fear like yours is usually rooted in a specific event. Perhaps it would help to talk about it.
Well, Doctor, take a guess then if you're so interested in my case.
As a soldier, you're expected to kill the enemy to survive. Guilt is a powerful emotion and could lead to feelings of suffocation and oppression.
My God, you're so wrong. Believe
Damn
me,
it.
I would kill if it happened again. Violence is part of who I am.
Oh! Was I supposed to mention the buried?
I just said that because
You fucked me over, Richard, what?
ask it again.
No, I can't.
Do you want to know an
Well,
irrational
Doctor, my God.
Fuck. Yeah, no. That sucks, because, like,
I didn't know there was options.
I think it might be Billy, but, like, you know, we already know he wasn't Billy. It was the other guy, and he saved him, so...
And childhood?
Mr. Thatcher, do you have a job?
No. Since I came back from the war, I spent most of my time and energy just trying to forget.
I understand what you mean. I was a soldier too.
No. Nobody can truly understand what I've gone through.
Why were you locked in that sewer? What happened?
I went by the canal after an argument with a friend. Got chased by these fucking wankers and had to barricade myself in, despite my claustrophobia.
Tell me about your claustrophobia. Has anyone given you an official diagnosis?
That's what the bloody doctor said. But I don't want to go to a hospital to get checked again. I'll deal with it my own way.
Why did you run? What was the reason for your argument?
Newton wanted me to go to a hospital, but I can't stand being closed in. Makes me feel like I'm suffocating.
Looks so much like someone to do a pacifist one, I suppose.
Oswald, why did you not go to the Pembroke Hospital to seek medical help?
I don't trust doctors. All they care about was their careers and processes. I won't be locked in any room again by anyone.
Your fear of being trapped is not going to go away by itself. You need professional help.
I've seen enough butchers in white coats to last a lifetime. Hospitals reek of chemicals and death. What I need is fresh air.
Goodbye, Mr. Thatcher. Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional opinion?
Please speak, but I have something important to tell you.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe. It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but its effects differ greatly. The London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected
Why
begin
did
to
I
show
kill
an
him?
increase in outwardly
can
aggressive
I kill him?
behavior. More than simple agitation. Once docile people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a chance we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? By the stove, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here, but it is spreading, and quickly. If we don't act, the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Why, you, my dear boy. With your expertise and your blood, we could isolate the properties that course through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
And why not? What did Stoker say about the Children of the Night? Well, using my blood, I could create a whole army of vampires.
Surely you're joking.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you. I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
I need to talk to you, Edgar.
Please do.
Okay.
Nurse Crane will not be returning to Pembroke Hospital.
Oh, really? Did something happen? She seems such a very capable woman.
She was blackmailing Lady Ashbury. Thought she was murdering patients as some sick upper-class game.
Nurse Crane was playing a dangerous game. She's lucky Lady Ashbury abhors violence.
Do you know anything about the vampire hunters in the East End?
Without a doubt, it's the Guard of Prewen. Zealots to the last man.
They're definitely well organized and equipped.
They're extremely dangerous and not to be trifled with. To them, you're a feral beast, and I, your accomplice.
Where do they come from?
Once they shared the Brotherhood's ideology on non-intervention, but they concluded vampires were a scourge.
So you manage a hospital financed by a vampire?
Yes, Pembroke was founded by Lady Ashbury. She's also our largest donor.
A convenient yet expensive way to have a fresh supply of blood on hand, day and night, don't you think?
All vampires drink blood by nature. Me, I praise the lady's exemplary moral fiber.
If I may inquire, how did you meet her?
Well, Jonathan, she sought me out and offered me the position. It's been a very profitable partnership for both parties.
We'll talk later.
Let's take a look around.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working.
Dr. Reid. Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Thank you. And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer of your work, Dr. Reid.
Everybody's fans in
Please, could you tell me something about yourself?
I'm a great admirer of your work concerning blood transfusion, Dr. Reid. I run my own experiments. I'm convinced it's the future.
I based my technique on my mentor's research. He helped me perfect my method. What is yours?
I'd rather not talk about it. For now, it's just theories and first approach. My process is purely experimental and unsuccessful.
As long as you're cautious and methodical, you may remain empty-handed, but you won't fail.
You're not the first one to warn me, but I am convinced knowledge is the main weapon against the ravages of this epidemic.
What made you choose to be a doctor?
I'm not ashamed to admit you and your work have inspired me. I am honored to have the opportunity to work by your side.
Guys, thank you.
Yeah.
It's always a pleasure to share scientific and medical knowledge with someone eager to learn. I'll be glad to help you if I can.
This epidemic may be the century's most terrible disaster, but I'm convinced that we, as doctors, are the only ones able to defeat it.
What do you think of Dr. Ackroyd's aversion to modern medical methods?
It's a shame he's so narrow-minded. Dr. Swansea taught me that science is about exploring uncharted territory. I'm convinced that's true.
With the influenza and all that's going on, you should put your differences aside, don't you think? Why is it so difficult to work together?
I believe that if Dr. Ackroyd had been the one to discover the transfusion process, he would be the first to recommend its use.
So you believe it's just a question of jealousy and pride?
Dr. Ackroyd is as proud as he is blinded by his obsolete concept of medical science.
What can you tell me about the Pembroke?
Well, it has always been an honor to work with Dr. Swansea. But with your arrival, I can't think of a better opportunity to learn about blood transfusion.
Yeah, I bet it'd like be like a funny montage of like killing every doctor and stuff.
Yeah.
I wanna watch that. Oh, what the fuck? Give me, whoa, give me out. What the fuck is that? Whoa, okay, turn the lights on. Turn the lights on real quick. Wait, what the? I want to see what this thing is. Turn the lights on. Come on, go, go, go. That a fucking light bug? Oh god, it's like spazzing out. That's actually a light bug. My golly, we need. Oh, it's attacking. What's it? Oh, there you go. I fixed the problem. So what was I even talking about? Killing, and then we got that thing. Don't worry, folks. I didn't kill it.
Now in the bathroom.
He's on nightlight. It wasn't even lighting at all. It was just flying right next to me. But I don't know where the blind man came from. I don't know how he even got in here. There's no open windows. There was like a giant hole around here.
It just flew up from your paper.
Those are my papers.
Oh, it just came from that like
Bye!
over there. I was just watching it fly. I'm like, what?
Well, I bet there would not be a hole down there. Like fucking giant cockroaches and stuff pumping out like
So
from
wait,
there.
so did you like look
Oh, I didn't pause
behind?
it.
Like, did you look that way? Cause I was looking at like strange.
I think so. I think I read your eyesight. I'm very perspective.
Like,
You know, okay, I'm like, oh shit! In my mind. Like, first I thought a hornet, bee, a stink bug. I'm like, it's none of those. Cause I see a fucking white tail thing. Anyways, do you need my help?
Do you need help with anything in particular?
Well, yes.
That's probably the
maybe.
start of the episode.
I'm waiting for a batch of products I ordered for my personal research, yet my supplier seems to have vanished.
make
You
sure
want
the
me to
video
play the
funny.
errand boy for
Like
you?
this
Oh
face
no,
blew up.
Dr. Reid. But if you went personally to his shop, what with your reputation and all, he wouldn't dare to refuse the products I need.
I see. Well, give me the address, for I may pass by if I have time. You seem quite optimistic.
Investigation.
It's a rare and precious attitude in these difficult times.
I'm convinced that this epidemic is a test of endurance and dedication for us men of science.
Questions remain about our capacity to resolve the situation.
True, true. Last summer, during the first wave of the epidemic, I used to joke with Milton about the extra work. We're not smiling now.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him, or to prove your point?
A fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reid. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's
I
story.
like this guy.
Tell me Mr. Fiddick's story.
Our first diagnosis was compromised because Mr. Fiddick lied to us about the real origin of his injury. He first claimed it was an accident.
But why would he hide such crucial information from us?
Because he is a proud father, ashamed of putting his children at risk because of his own negligence.
This personal involvement could also appear to be a lack of impartiality. You must know that a good surgeon must remain neutral.
I agree. But that does not excuse Dr. Ackroyd's behavior, a man who did not even take time to converse with his patient.
Do you think keeping his distance was a mistake?
All I know is that I'm taking care of human beings with desires, hopes, and fears. Not some biological machine comprised of blood, bones, and flesh.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
I will not let you down, my boy.
His boy's boot.
Good evening, Mr. Fiddick.
Good
That
evening,
sounds so
Dr. Reid.
fucking sexual.
Any news about my
Let's
operation?
cut that out.
Okay.
Tell me about your injury, Harvey. Why do you feel so guilty about it?
My wife died because of me. And now I may lose everything because I've been careless enough to hurt myself. What an arsehole.
How could your job be responsible for your wife's death?
I was working a double. She went out to bring me a hot meal and got caught in a German bomb raid.
Jeez.
You can't hold yourself responsible for your injury, Mr. Fiddick. Unless you tried to hurt yourself.
Of course I didn't hurt myself. But I can't work until my arm is fixed. My children need to eat, Doctor.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army. Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
I'm sorry for your loss. So many died during the bombings. I served in France and witnessed the carnage there.
I would like to say that she didn't suffer. Truth is, I have no idea. I just know that I'm all that me kids have. Poor little bleeders.
How are your children after losing their mother?
They were smaller then. The only good thing about this is my Helen didn't bring them with her that night.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Fiddick. I'll see you later.
My sweet girl. Reads me like a book. I never could keep anything.
I'm quite...
Tell me, Waverly, what do you think of Dr. Strickland's enthusiasm for his experimental research?
Strickland is playing with his patients' lives for pride and glory. Now that, sir, is unethical.
Are you thinking about something in particular?
Harvey Fiddick needs delicate surgery. I believe we should stick to the usual procedure, but my young colleague obviously disagrees.
And are you not afraid that your rivalry with Strickland may be blinding you?
Rivalry? I guess you could call it that. But I will never be childish enough to let my personal feelings affect my judgment.
Why do you wish to lead this surgery?
I strongly believe that Mr. Fiddick should not be butchered to test an unproven procedure.
If you are going to lead this surgery, I'm trusting you to assume the consequences of your actions, whatever the result.
I'm not the kind of man who runs away from his responsibilities, Dr. Reid. There is no need for you to be looking over my shoulder.
It seems you have bad memories of your military service.
I refuse to see this industrial slaughter as scientific progress. War only reveals the worst in men.
We can at least agree on something, Dr. Ackroyd. I don't know what you've heard about me, but I have already proved my value as a practitioner.
I don't question your skills, Dr. Reid, but your motive. Is it money, fame, or are you truly dedicated?
And what exactly is that supposed to mean?
I served in the war just like you. But unlike you, I did not use the wounded to play the modern sorcerer.
Be careful what you insinuate, Dr. Ackroyd.
I only want you to admit you used those men to improve your theories.
This is ridiculous. My blood transfusion technique saved many lives, and you know it.
You see? That is exactly what I hate about people like you. You avoid this kind of accusation instead of facing
I want
reality.
this guy to die.
Yes. He'll be my second victim.
Thank you for your time. We'll talk later. Good evening, Dr. Strickland.
And good evening to you, Dr. Reid. Can I be of any help?
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Oh, it's doing that thing again. She's part of the main story. Look, no blood quality. You guys fucking 40. I'm supposed to like. You think like each person I kill increases my ability to control minds? For 20 people and I get her. Go back to Will. Here we go.
I never thought I would have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Thelma Howcroft said she was being watched by vampire hunters. Where are they hiding?
Why change the dialogue?
I should investigate. It's locked.
Good evening. I'm Dr. Reid.
Always a pleasure to meet a colleague, sir. Especially when he was supposedly dead.
A colleague. Are you a doctor too?
Not anymore, sir. I used to be Dr. Rakesh Chadana. Now, I'm just Mr. Chadana, pawnbroker and humble guardian of this morgue.
What do you mean, you used to be a doctor? Was your license revoked?
No, sir. It is just that I like to be precise. I run a little pawn shop while taking care of the dead. But I used to be a real doctor.
Oh, you're supposed to be my first vendor guy.
Are you afraid or uneasy being surrounded by so many corpses?
Why should I? These bodies are empty vessels. Flesh left to decay. Poof. No soul anymore. All gone.
An interesting point of view. And quite an exotic one, too. Most people fear, or at least have a respect, for dead flesh.
Sir, as a medic during the war, I learned to face my death and the death of others. It's the pain we have to tame, not death itself.
How did you get this job?
After I left the army, I worked as an undertaker down by the docks. A dangerous place with many an unpleasant business there. Milton Hooks helped me get a job here.
Have we met before?
I don't think so, sir. Why?
When we first talked, you said you were glad to meet me since I was reported dead.
Funny story, sir. Your sister came here a few nights ago. You were missing, and she was looking for your body. She must be very relieved now.
Do you work here alone?
Yes, very easy work, sir. All I have to do is watch a few bodies. The situation was very different when the main morgue was still open.
Why close the hospital's main morgue?
It was for sanitary reasons after the beginning of the epidemic. Cadavers had to be moved to the nearest mass grave.
Why do you have to watch these bodies?
Because these poor fellows have no names. We keep them in case someone comes looking for the missing. Sadly, very rarely happens.
A pawnbroker? I expect you get all types of people here.
Yes, sir. All kind of people. For I sell all kind of goods.
Did I use my money to buy stuff? It's the only thing I could really do with my money so far.
Trade with you? It's very unhygienic, even unsafe. Diseases can spread. For the customers, for the hospital.
I'm very cautious, sir. I've been a doctor, remember? and all my clients are good people. In fact, I think I only know good people.
What kind of goods?
With the quarantine, it's not always easy to buy things. So I trade, I exchange. Some people sell, some others buy. I like to help.
Since you're not afraid of dying,
You want to die right
do you believe
now?
in life after death, Rakesh?
No, I believe we must do all the good we can while alive. For our time is short, and the obstacles are endless.
Do you think you would enjoy immortality as a concept?
I don't think so. Don't mistake me. I love life, and I'd like to live a long life. But everything has to decay, sir. Even goodwill.
Do you really believe goodwill cannot last?
As I said, sir, everything decays. If I was to never die, goodness, I would be bored or worse. And I like to be helpful, sir.
Quite depressing, wouldn't you say?
Yes, but the good news is, we'll all die before losing our humanity, sir.
So you're ready to die?
No, I am not. I don't fear death, for I won't see it. What troubles me is the pain my death will inflict to those I know.
You're a wise man, Mr. Chidana.
No, Dr. Reid. I am a foolish man. But I like to think otherwise.
Please show me what...
Of course. It's just trinket...
I don't know, it's like I'm having a trouble time to know if I want to sell.
It never ceases to amaze me how you, the dead, seem peaceful and lost at the same time.
Hey, where's that goal at? That's the one, last one I haven't talked to. There we go. Oh, you're very close.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reid. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How close are you to Miss Horcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
Damn. The pain.
Good evening. Goodbye.
Alright, I just want to check everybody, heal. You're recovering. Okay, he's the last person I'm gonna give medicine to. And what's the supplies? Maybe I could buy it.
I don't have it on.
Okay. So should I just sleep then?
I'll go talk to the van.
I want to kill this guy before I sleep actually.
But you don't have all his...
I just kill him anyways? So I'm afraid if I wait another night, he'll do something drastic.
Boy.
This is almost 100%. Curious if I kill these two people, it'll be 100%. But if I kill this guy, will it get lower? You know? Hard.
I still say you keep him alive until...
Wait if I wait too long. Okay, fuck it. I'm gonna go sleep and see what happens.
Wait, do you...
Okay.
Good evening. Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort. We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
That's love. Are you romantic love?
Would you say you and Mr. Elwood are romantically involved?
No. No, Thomas is a delicate soul. Even though he disguises it. But I am not the woman he needs. No, for I am a vampire, Doctor.
Do you plan to make him a vampire too?
Of course not. How could I inflict my curse on anybody else? I'm not that cruel, Doctor.
I'll leave you.
I hope if I don't sleep, I miss the cemetery. You wanna know what I'm going to upgrade? You really wanna know? Oh, I'll show you then. This looks nice. Costs nothing. Now for the final phase. Oh, what level am I? Oh fuck. Let's buy something else. Hits. That's nice. Oh, now you get it. Here we go! Ultimate form! Oh wait, no, actually... I already become the beast, but I wanna summon fucking shadows.
You can get...
Fucking hell. This is... okay. Guess how to save it? Oh. I'll confirm it. I'll save it up and then try it later. Oh. Okay, here we go. We're waking up. Let's see what's gonna happen. Oh, crap. Dude, I was expecting this. Man, you cannot sleep in this game unless something fucking happens, you know? Oh.
This is Whitechapel. It's critical.
So I'm curious if it was just random people and not... This is...
Well, it seems like this...
Dude, maintenance... Oh, 99% now. All I gotta do is just hear this guy.
Oh, the guy recovered.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think that's everything. Okay, so I want to check something again. Yeah, I need to go back to this district. Like, I instantly, like, I was in this district, and then I fucking boozed up to the hospital, and then the hospital is doing great. This is doing the fucking worst. This is okay, and I have yet. And I gotta do a lot of stuff. Go up. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like the next night, Whitechapel.
Yeah. Fuck. I can't remember up for a long time.
The flower's dying. It needs water.
It needs to be 100%. So before we end the episode, I want to test my powers.
Good evening.
Yeah, right? You have to, like,
that means you have to do everything in a single.
yeah. I gotta do everything in a single night without fucking messing up, make sure I get all the ingredients. Fight with like one ability. It's fucking crazy. Maybe we'll actually, if you keep it, I think if you keep the districts in like stable, it'd be okay. And then
Go check the.
Put this fucking out. Alright, so we're gonna find some bad guys.
This one's mine.
Oh, there's a cooldown. Okay, there we go. Okay, I used my fire ability. Let's try it. What is... Wait a minute. I fucking insta-killed him! This is good against tanks. God damn. I was expecting some like maybe saddle people to help me. Yeah, it's going to take. Oh yeah, I won't be able to be in a fight for that long, you know? So I can only use it once per fight.
It's down. Finish it.
There we go. Alright, that should be about everything. Yeah, anyways, I'll see you next episode where we're going to attend funeral. Master Allen, he's a vampire. And
does not approve of alone
he's black.
unwanted
Like actually black.
So your name